between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Milner trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Falcons at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal. And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Milner. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down now, Milner. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Incomplete in the end zone. Sets up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're going against the upset. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. We'll get this up to about the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Rams punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach perturbed his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here now come the Falcons. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
To throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Bulldozes past him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Back to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. It could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this mid-season contest. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 4. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They run a draw here on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milner. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And the Rams first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Caught by number 10. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
On second down, Milner. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Number 10. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 18. They pick up 12 on the play, and they move the chains.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Books as a 12-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half. And that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll keep it on the ground. Milner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. looking to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. On second down now, Milner. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard of the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. midfield. Here comes Los Angeles.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
This spot in the fourth quarter, that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So out come the Falcons now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's a gain of 9.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Falcons ready to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Results, 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.